What's up, guys? Coming out to Brays Bayou today. The water's a little bit high, it's been raining, but I think that'll make for quite a nice day in the spot that we're going to. So typically when we're out here, the water kind of flows through a deep channel in the center, and strangely enough, you'd think the construction of Brays Bayou would be uniform through here. And by construction of the bayou, I mean the inlay of concrete. But what you tend to get is back this way towards the medical center in the Houston Zoo. You get a narrower channel with a faster flow, and then as you come down here towards 288, you actually get the bayou slows down quite a bit and shallows up. So the shelf, that's the word I'm looking for. The shelf actually widens out as it makes this turn, and what you're left with is a spot where the water typically moves much slower, and a lot of fish like to hang out on the shelf. Now, okay, yep. There's fish down there. It's kind of hard to see through the water today. Forgot my sunglasses in the car. But, oh yeah, they're all over the place. This spot is always good. In fact, I'm not even going to go any further than this. I'm going to set up shop right here. I've just got a loaf of bread, one rod, carp rod today, and just the method of fishing that we're going to use today, just a few shot on the line, coming down to a very small hook. Let's get set up and get it out. So, as the walrus said, a loaf of bread is what we chiefly need. Got one right here. I went ahead and took a slice out already. Pocket. So what I like to do is I like to kind of squish it together, fold it over, squish it together, and typically if I have a pair of scissors, it becomes a lot easier. So I'm going to use a knife. Once you fold it like that, you can cut squares out of it, and that looks like it's quite a chunky little bait, but that will stay on your hook so nicely. I think our hook is small enough to just use one fold over itself. Makes casting it very easy. Really a nice little trick if you're sight casting any kind of bread eater, you know, whether it's carp or tilapia. So you could do it like that, little square kind of on the hook bend, but what I'm going to do is pinch it back over the eye of the hook. So there. I've got my entire hook point exposed. I've still got that nice fold, but it's kind of concentrated over the eyelet of the hook. So let's get this out and see if we can't get a bite. All right, guys. Oh, there's a fish. Good fighter. What do we got? Haven't seen it yet. I do think it's a carp. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Very nice. Oh, pulling a little bit of drag too. Woof. Try not to fall in. This is one of the major advantages of having a long carp fishing rod. Is that in these types of environments, I can literally create this enormous angle from rod tip down to the water and work the fish where I need him to be, which is over here. Oh, he's trying to find that pocket. Don't want him to bury his head in that pocket. He'll cut my line. There we go. Oh, he's a good fish. He's a good fish. Now, normally I would try to make these fights as short as possible. I do like to release the fish I catch, the carp included. But I want to try to get some late year alligator gar. So I'm actually going to keep a few of the fish I catch today, depending on how big they are. This one looks pretty big. He might do us just fine. So let me get my net. Now, really I should have had this over there, because this slope is so steep. I know what's going to happen. I'll try to inch my way down there to net him, and I'll end up sliding in. So now we gotta walk our way back. This is what happens when you lose the net. Very, this is stupid of me, really. Walk back over this way. Keep him right on the edge. I don't want his head coming up on the concrete, because a lot of the times what happens when fishes start dragging on the bottom, that's too much resistance for your hook set, and they'll end up coming off. Oh, he's a good fish. Let's bring him back this way. He might actually be a little bit too big for the net. Oh, he's huge. This might be our one catch for the day that we're gonna keep. And I think everything else we can release, because he's so big. Oh God. Now you know why carp anglers use those enormously long nets. There we go, he's in. And he's in, that's a good fish. Now, I told you I was gonna keep this one. There's a lot of alligator gar in these bayous, and this would be good bait to use in the bayou. So he's already been dispatched, so don't worry about the blood there. This is not one of my catch and release fish. But he is quite a beautiful one. Good size too. I'd say he's at least 5-6 pounds, maybe 7 at the most. So 5 to 7 pound fish, pretty good, and that'll do us for bait today. So the good thing is for me is that now anything we catch, we can practice catch and release, which is my favorite way to do anything. So good stuff, good start to the day. All right. We're gonna move downstream a little bit to a spot that I don't typically fish as much. Dragging that carp behind us, he's dead. But that's that sliding sound you hear on the audio. Anyway, there's a nice little boil here. Some concrete blocks forming that big snag. So the water flows a lot faster here. Fish typically aren't going to stay in this spot. You have to expend far too much energy for too little reward. You know, trout are, known for sitting behind boulders in fast-moving water. But when you're talking about carp and tilapia and stuff like that, they're going to want to sit in the still water on the bends where it's nice and slow-moving. That's what's going to be easiest for them. Now the water looks like it might be overflowing a bit onto the sidewalk up ahead, which if that's true, I'm not crossing that because I just don't feel like getting my feet wet. Very fast. Might be too fast. Yeah, so this spot, although it looked kind of promising, it is moving so fast that it's washing my bait up onto the edge of the bank. So let's move back upstream. This is a no-go. We got that first fish in close. What I typically find if you come out and fish this bayou, here's some tips. Number one, common carp tend to be more common the further from downtown you go. The Asian grass carp tend to be a bit more common the closer you get to the medical district. Why that is, I have no idea, but that has always been what I've noticed. The tilapia don't like hanging out on the bottom at all. Best time to fish for tilapia is when there's water covering the shelves like there is today. But preferably when it's hot. So if you can get that condition in the summer, tilapia are gold out here. And the carp, the grass carp in particular, they tend to like hanging out right at the edge of the drop-off. They're very strange in the sense that they behave very much like predators. They behave like a predator would, hanging off the shelf, ready to ambush anything that goes past it. But instead of other living fish, they do it on morsels of bread and plants and stuff. It's very strange the way they behave. that's always been how I've gotten the majority of the grass carp. I either sight cast to them and they snatch it, or I cast right along the edge of the drop-off. So if this is the drop-off, Brett will come over, it'll kind of hang over the edge, and they'll always come up and pick it up. All right, we're on. Feels, yeah, another carp for sure. Putting up quite a good fight. Oh, thought I lost him. There he is. He's running all over the place, this one. This one's running all over the place. Oh man, he's pulling hard. This is a good fish. This might be a better fish, actually. Oh! Jumping. Oh, he's something. Here he goes. Ah, what a good fighter. These Asian grass carp can fight. There he is. There he is. There he is. Perfect. He's about the same size. Fighting much harder. There he is. Look at that. There he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, big run. I always love it when you think they've given up. You think they've given up, but no. And they take off and peel some drag. And just kind of get him in nice and close. It's like I need a little bit more. There we go. He is hooked perfectly. Oh, nope. He's not having it. Not having it. There he is. Bring him back. Let's bring him back. Come on, buddy. Got him. Oh, no. He fell out of the net. Ah! Oh, God. I might lose this fish. Okay, here we go. I thought I was going to lose him because the hook set is peeling out of his mouth. He is just barely hooked on the upper lip. All right, let's get you guys set up here. This one's going back. Quite a good looking fish. Quite a good looking fish. Now, Asian grass carp put up a heck of a fight, but they don't last very long out of the water, so I do want to put this one back fairly quickly. Really beautiful. Just what a fantastic looking animal. Great fighters, great sport. Oh God, caught him. All right, wearing a white shirt was the wrong idea today. He's gonna go as soon as we get him in. As soon as we get him. All right, buddy, there he goes. Get out of town. Oh, good stuff. Good stuff. This is a good day. I think I might stick around, try to get one or two more. It is getting very wet outside. I'm getting very wet, but you know, I have anywhere to be after this. Going straight home pretty much. Already woke up this morning, went to do the jiu-jitsu, the good training, as my coach would say. Come out here, get some fish. So, quite a productive day so far. Let's try to get one more. All right, guys, we are hooked up onto one more very strong fish. Goodness, this one, look at that. Look at him pulling that drag. This might be the best one of the day so far. Oh my gosh, look at him go. Wow. Oh, this guy. All right, we gotta focus now. I do not want to lose this fish. Goodness gracious. Still, look at that. He's still pulling drag. Ugh. Whew. He's staying near the middle, and he hasn't come up yet. I just got to keep him. I'm in a good spot right now, even though I'm fighting the current and the fish, because of my position and the fact that I've got a very long rod, 10-foot rod. I can keep him angled above the concrete ledges. Okay, he's coming towards us now, so I'm just I'm taking up the slack he's given us. I'm not reeling him in. He just happens to be moving our way. God, he's like a tank. I don't know what this is yet. Oh, it's a huge, what is that? It's a carp. I can't tell what it is yet though. Hey, oh, he didn't like that. Looks like a common. Whew. It's a good fighter, this one. Goodness gracious. He's diving back down towards the center. He does not want to give up. He's making this a heck of a fight, and I love it. Oh my gosh, look at him go. Oh, this is so good. This is so good. Just want to play him up nice and gentle. So the thing about carp is you should never muscle any fish, but especially carp, because typically speaking, you kind of have to use lighter tackle anyway, and the hook set in their mouth is never strong enough to muscle them. There he is. God, he's not huge. He's a common. He's a common. He's not enormous, but he is fighting as if he was. He doesn't know he's not big. Don't tell him. Just kind of, I'm gonna draw him past us so I can, there we go. He's kind of throwing in the towel now. Oh yeah, he's a good sized fish. He's a good sized fish. Let's go ahead and net him if we can. He is just about big enough to fit in this. Got him. Oof. What a fish. Wonderful fish, because he is, try to keep him off the ground when he kicks. He is a nice fish. He's not as big as I initially thought he was going to be, but you know, they don't have to be huge. A lot of the times, just a fish that fights above his weight is really fun to catch. This is he's a good sized fish. There we go. Nice common carp. Beautiful, this guy. I love that orange fiery looking tail on these. These things are just incredible, and they're denser than the Asian grass carp. This thing weighs more. You know, probably I would say he's pushing 10 pounds, this fish. He's a chunker, this one. He's quite wide and quite deep. Anyway, beautiful big red tail. That's why he fights so hard. Really lovely stuff. Huge mouth. He's been out long enough. Let's get him back. All right. That is an incredible animal. That is an incredible animal. Beautiful. Let's get him down into the water. Let him go his way, and we'll go our way. There he goes. There he goes, just cruising nice and slow. He's tired, and so am I. Whew. All right, rod in hand, and away we go. Really wonderful spot. I love this spot. It's getting dark. Oh no, don't die, Wabbit. But no, it's getting dark. Yeah, it's about 5 o'clock, and it's also just a gloomy day in general. So it's getting dark very fast. Anyway, I don't typically identify the specifics of all my spots, but I will identify this one today for two reasons. Well, number one, the last video I put out kind of teased the fact that I wasn't going to tell anyone where it's at, and I'm still not going to. But this spot, if you're interested in carp fishing, this is a great spot because, number one, if you overfish, quote unquote, overfish carp, it's not a huge deal because they're introduced species. Also, I don't think you can overfish them. Good luck. This is a great place to learn how to do it. Or if you're already quite familiar with it, as you can see, there's some big ones down here. So I will tell you where this spot is. Also in the summer, it's loaded with tilapia. A lot of guys will come out here and fly fish for tilapia. So if you're a fly fisher and you want a new spot to test your hand, this is a good one. Anyway, this is Brays Bayou as it runs under 288. And then that road over here is McGregor. Oh wait, no, hang on a second. No, that's 521. So that's 521. McGregor meets it right there. McGregor and 521 intersect right there. And then on my other side is 288. Real close to the medical center in Houston. Very, very good spot to try your hand for some inner city carp fishing. Really good stuff. Anyway, get yourself a good soft action rod. You don't want to have a fast action rod when you're carp fishing. It'll pull the hooks. You know, get yourself a reel with a bait runner or a center pin. Or take your fly rod out here. And it is an absolute blast. Now I got to focus on crossing the street without getting hit. And also I'm dragging a big fish behind me, so I don't want to cause a scene either. Anyway, more coming. Stay tuned, and until it's here, I'll see you guys later.